How you doing? Charlie here. Uh, Last we spoke was probably a year and a half ago, and a lot has changed in a year and a half. Um, just to recap, I was selling cars part time on the weekends, um, and then I had my regular Monday through Friday job. That job since then, I left it. I was a UPS driver for about almost 20 years, and I left that job for many reasons. Probably one of the main reasons was I was making more money on the weekends on my 2 days selling cars than I was at 5 days at UPS. And I was a driver. I was making well over 100,000 a year doing that job, and I was making. I saw the benefits. The other job that I had was a very physical job. I did it for a long time, and your body starts to break down after a while. So getting into the car business with no experience. Um, you could say I made it. I put the time in. I got to learn the product, and I sell Hondas, and Honda's a good thing. But when I first started selling cars, there was nothing about a pandemic. You know, everything was good, and then the pandemic hit, and it really put a hurting on the car industry in a sense. So right now, today's date is we're about the end of June 2022, and there's like almost like no inventory. I mean, my dealership probably has right now new cars 15. Before the pandemic, probably had about 500 cars, and now we have 15 cars. So the difference is now is every car you sell, I mean, you're making a lot more money because there is no customers were so used to shopping, vehicles under MSRP, but that's not even you can't even get a car. You can't even get a car at MSRP, and customers are begging for MSRP deals, and no dealerships are doing it because there's no inventory. So right now, I mean, there's certain makes and models that are I'll take like made property Chevy, and they're trying to sell that sticker, but a lot of right now we're about 17. We start about 17.5% over MSRP. So figure the average car is probably about 30,000. You're going to be paying at least 5-6 grand over MSRP, and we've been in this situation for about well over a year now. And when we saw that this was going to happen, we told customers that things are going to get worse, but probably about a year from now, things will get better. Well, it's been a year, and things have gotten a lot worse. Um, and probably things probably won't get better for years. When I mean, I'll be pretty surprised if even 3 years from now, if things are any any type of normalcy. I mean, gas is through the roof, food is through the roof, everything's through the roof, and customers are still coming in to buy cars. Some of them would pay over, some of them refuse, some of them say they'll wait. Well, those customers that have waited a year and see that they didn't get a car, they should have got it a year ago because now the car is a lot more money. Dealerships are not giving cars away anymore. Um, the car business, I don't regret leaving. I mean, I'm pretty close to where I live from work. I mean, I'm gonna try to be up, keep the guys updated. I mean, the very few people. I mean, I've had some people email me, reaching out that they consider being in the car business. I don't know if they ever did. I gave them my opinion on how to get in, because getting into the car business is not easy, and getting in it part time is probably not even a thing. So if you're gonna do it, you're gonna be full time, but you can make a lot of money in this business. It's a different mindset when you think about money, because money almost doesn't become, how would you put it, doesn't matter in the car business, because everything has, you you want to buy something for, say you want to buy something at $10,000. You just think about, I got to sell X amount of cars to get that. A good salesperson, you know, can make 20, 30, $40,000 a month. I know it's, probably the average person is probably in New York is, I think, a base probably about 40, 50 grand, and people in the car business can make that in a month. I know it's a little hard to believe if you're watching this video, but it is true. I mean, I've watched a bunch of people talking about how much they make, and it's true. Um, and I'll get into a little bit with the customer. So when you're in the car business, I mean, everything is, customer service. I mean, you have to be, when you sell a car to someone, this person is thinking you're like you're married to them. Like you built the car for them. So any problem that happens with the car, they're gonna call you. They're not gonna call a mechanic. You would think they would call a mechanic, but no, they're gonna call you. Um, they're gonna want to know what to do, because some people haven't bought a car in a long time. So, and right now I'm in service. I'm getting a car ready for someone. So yeah, so referrals is everything. Some people, you sell a car to someone, they have a good experience, they'll recommend you. You could be their car guy, you could be their person. So, and they're gonna call you for everything. I've met a lot of people, so, which is good, but this industry is, it's a nice industry, and they say, I've heard of people that there's a lot of hours. I actually don't put a lot of hours. I think I probably work anywhere between 35 to 45 hours a week. I have 2 days off. That's not really a thing where you get 2 days off in a row. Typically a salesperson is working 6 days, so they'll have every other Sunday off and one day during the week. I actually have two of my days off during the week, and I work every weekends, because the weekends is where it's most busy. You're probably gonna sell most of your cars on the weekend. So, with that, if you guys have any comments or any, want to know anything, just give me an email or leave me a comment below, and I'll try to update you guys more frequently.